So let's solve one more question on the same topic, trusses. The question is find out the reactions and force in each member of the given truss. Now the truss is having one hinge support and second is the rolling support. It is having A, B, C, D and E joints, the members. Now we have to find out the reactions and forces or stress in each member. I have told you whenever we have to solve this type of question, we follow the same step. First, we will find out the length of members. Second, we have to find out the reactions. Third, we will take all the joints separately, assume the direction of forces, and then we will find out the actual force value by taking the equilibrium condition. So we will follow the same. Now in this direction AB side is given how much? 2 meter. If you can see, this is 60, this is 60, so this will also be 60. So this is equilateral triangle, we can say this will also be 60. So if this is AB is 2, it will also be 2, it will also be 2. So same here, it is 2, 2 and it will be 2. So we have no need to calculate. Same, this 4 kilonewton, it is acting at equilateral triangle like this. So I can say that what will be this now? If I say this is F point, what will be this? Half 1 meter and this will be 1 meter. Here also it will be 1 meter and 1 meter. And even if you want to calculate, we can calculate it very easily. How? I can say that this in this right angle triangle, AF upon AE, that is what? Cos 60. AF, base over hypotenuse, that is cos 60, and I can say now I need AF, that will be AE, that is 2 into cos 60, that is 0.5. So AF is coming equal to, that is 1 meter. So same, you can follow all these and you will get the same 1. You can directly do by taking equilateral or you can calculate also. So in this way we are getting all the values. Now we will say what will be the reactions. I have told you, after calculating the length of each member, we have to apply the equation of moment of force. So we take, let's say, moment about point. I have told you take moment about any point. So let's say I am taking the moment about point A. Now this A is given, moment about point A, and I am taking anti-clockwise positive. Now if this point is A, about this point, now what are the various forces acting? 4 kilonewton clockwise, 2 kilonewton clockwise, one reaction C at C point anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise I have taken positive. So what will be there now? If I take reaction RA, so here is reaction RA and here is reaction RC. Now at A point RA, that will be 0 because no perpendicular distance. In the last numerical I have solved, RA is passing from the same point about which we are taking the moment, so no distance, so that will be 0, so no need to take. Otherwise if you try to understand, it will be like this: RA into perpendicular distance, that is moment about A point, that is 0. So just to teach you, I am taking that. After that RC, that is positive, RC into perpendicular distance from this to this, perpendicular distance 2 plus 2 4, so RC into 4. After that minus this 4 downward, or we can say, and here do not take downward or upward, do take clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this is clockwise, opposite to the assumption, so minus 4 kilonewton into perpendicular distance, that is 1, again 2 kilonewton clockwise, and what will be the distance? 2 plus 1 3, so minus 2 into perpendicular distance, that is 3, that is equal to 0. So this term directly 0, so we can say RC into 4, that is equal to, it will go on that side and positive, so 4 plus 6, so RC is equal to 10 by 4, and when we calculate, it is coming equals to 2.5 kilonewton. So this is the value of RC. Now the total force is what? 4 plus 2, 6. So from that we can find out what will be RA. We know that total force, outer force, it will be balanced by two reactions. So 4 plus 2, 6. So RA will be 6 minus RC, that is 2.5. Got this thing? So that is 6 minus 2.5, and we are getting the value of Ra, that is equal to 3.5 kilonewton. So we get the value of Ra, and so this is the first step to find out. Now we will take all the joints separately. So let's say at joint, I have told you always start with that joint which is having maximum 2 unknown. If I take A, Ra value we know, we don't know the value of this or this. So you can start with A. So what is the A joint? Now A joint is having, this is A point, first AB member, second AE member, right? Now what are the various forces in this only? So always take the members which are joining with the that given joint at joint A. Now here one reaction is there, that is Ra, we know the value of that. Now we assume a force, let's say, and this is just an assumption, let's say I'm taking F2 in this side and F1 in this side. But whenever you assume, just try to define this is compressive or tensile. Let's say I have taken F1, that is compressive, and F2, that is tensile. I have discussed about this direction in the previous video. Please do watch just to clear these things. So now assumption is okay. Now we have to apply the equilibrium condition. Fx is equal to 0, then we can apply Fy is equal to 0. So let's see the x. So in x direction we are taking, let's say, right side positive. So what are the forces? We have learned all these things in the first unit. So F1, it will have a component in this direction. So this will be, the equation for this will be F2 positive, because as the assumption, minus F1 cos 60, angle we know that, so that is 0. So F2 is equal to F1 cos 60. Now we don't know the value of F2, we don't know the value of F1, we'll leave it here. Now we will go for the summation of Fy. So vertical forces, so first is Ra, let's say here I am taking upward positive, Ra positive, F2 is horizontal, so no need to take, but its component will be downward, so minus F1 sin 60, that is equal to 0. We know the value of Ra, we have calculated 3.5, so we can say 3.5 minus F1 we don't know into sin 60. We know the value of sin 60, that is equal to 0. So here we can calculate F1, that will be equal to Ra, or we can say directly the 3.5 Ra divided by sin 60. We fill the value and then you will get it equal to 4.04 kilonewton, and it is coming positive. So what is the assumption? F1 compressive, so I can say this is compressive. Now we will go for F2. We can fill the value of F1 here. So F2, that is F1 means 4.04 cos 60, so that is 4.04 into cos 60. Cos 60 we know 0.5, and it is coming equals to 2.02 kilonewton, and again it is coming positive, so our assumption is okay. F1, F2 we have taken tensile, so this is tensile. So we get the value of F1 and F2. Now we have taken F2 and F1. Now we will go for the next joint at joint C. Now this is the joint C. What is the free body diagram for C? Let's see. This is the point C, and it is having one member in the direction of B. It is having one member in the direction of D. Now we have the forces. We have this RC. We have calculated this. Then no other force. Now we can say, we assume that F4 we have taken in this side, and F3. There is no rule to take, these are just assumption, but if you ask me, I always try to take, if a joint is there, I always take one compressive and other tensile. I just to make the calculation I do it. You can take in both direction also, means both away, both compressive or both tensile, it is your wish. Answer will not change in this. So F4 I have taken here, F4 compressive, right? And F3 I am taken here tensile. This is just a way to solve the question only. Now we have to find out again fx 0 and then we will apply fy 0. Now fx, this angle is 60, fx, all direction x direction force is 0. What are the x direction forces? F3. Let's say I have taken this side positive, right side positive, so F3 minus F3, this force component, it will also be minus in this direction, same F4 cos 60, that is equal to 0. F4, it will have this direction component, so it will be positive, minus F3 plus F4 cos 60. So we will fill the value. We don't know the value of F3, we don't know the value of F4, so it means we need to find out first Fy. So Fy is equal to 0. Let's say I have taken upward positive. After that we will fill the value in this equation. So Fy positive, so Rc positive, no component of this, but it is having downward force, so that is minus F4 sin 60, so that is equal to 0. So we can say Rc, we know the value of Rc, okay, we have to find out F4, so we can say F4 that is equal to Rc upon sin 60. So Rc, we have the value of Rc, that is 2.5, we have calculated, sin 60 0.866, so F4 we are getting, that is equal to 2.88 kilonewton, and again it is coming positive, so our assumption for F4, that was compressive, so our answer is same compressive. What will happen if it comes minus? Only our assumption will be opposite, means it rather than compressive it is tensile. Just we have to show that. Now this is F4. Now we will fill this value here, minus F3, or we can take in that direction. F3 will be equal to now F4, that is 2.88 into cos 60, that is 0.5, and directly we are saying we are having the value of 1.44 kilonewton for F3, and again it is positive, so we are taking F3 tensile, so my answer is same tensile. So we have calculated till now the F1 force, the F2, and then F3 and F4. Now what are the various forces? If I say it will have F1, F2, F3, F4, 5, 6, 7, like this. Okay, so let's see, we will follow. Now we have to go to the next joint. So now we can say at joint B. Now can I take joint B? Try to see, can I take joint B? Why I can take and why I have not taken earlier? If I say in the first case, if I start with B, now B is having 1, 2, 3, 4 unknown forces, so that is why I was not taking B. Now here we know the value of force in this, we know the value of force in this, so we can take B because only 2 unknown forces are there. So always remember, do not take that joint which is having more than 2 unknown values. At joint B, let's see. So this is the point B and the joint is also B. Now it is having one in this direction D and other in this direction, that is E. Now what are the various forces acting in this? Now this we have calculated F3. Again just do watch the previous video. F3, it was tensile coming in this direction, but for this B it will be tensile in this direction. Remember this thing, this is tensile. We have calculated F2, it will be this, and we have calculated the value and it is what? Tensile. So do watch that. I have discussed all about the direction system. Right, now FD, let's say in FD there is a force, you can take any direction. Let's say I am taking the direction F5 in this direction, and I can say this is tensile, and for this I am taking, let's say I solve one question with same direction so that you can understand, and this is just a guess only, you can take opposite or same. So let's say F6 this, and F6 is also having compressive. Now we will solve it. Again all x direction forces 0, x direction forces. Let's say I have taken this side positive, right side positive, so F3 positive, F3, this force component opposite, so minus F5 cos 60, then this force this side positive, so let's say I have not given the name, so let's say this is F6, so plus F6 cos 60, then F2 opposite, so minus F2, that is equal to 0. Now we will fill the values. We know the F3 is 1.44 minus F5 we don't know, F5 cos 60 we know the value but we will fill later on, plus F6 we don't know, F2 we know the value of F2, we have calculated, that is 2.02, that is equal to 0. So when I sort out this, I can say, so this is 1.44 minus 2.02. Now from here I can take one common, cos 60, that will be F5 minus F6, that is equal to 0. So minus cos 60 F5 minus F6, that is equal to, it will go there, and minus, but when you calculate it is coming minus 0.58, so it will be now plus 0.58, and then cos 60 we know that 0.5, so it will go down, so minus F5 minus F6, that is equal to, it will go down 0.58 divided by 0.5, and that is we are getting 1.16. so we can say this, when we open this we can say F6 minus F5, that is equal to 1.16. now we will go for y direction forces 0. Now what are the y direction forces? No reaction is there, only the component of F5 and F6. so what are the components? We can say for y direction, let's say I have taken upward positive, so upward positive means for this F6 it will be downward, and for Fy also downward, so what will be this? Minus F6 sin 60 minus F5 sin 60, that is equal to 0. so I can say, if I take out sin 60, so sin 60 common, or you can do in this way also, like minus F6 sin 60, that is equal to, it will go on that side and positive, so F5 sin 60. now sin 60 cancel, we can say that F5 is equal to minus F6. now we can fill this value here for x direction equation. now F6 minus F5, that is equal to this, so we can fill the value here. We can say F6 minus F5, that is minus F6, that is equal to 1.16, so it is plus, so 2 times F6, that is equal to 1.16, so Fx is equal to, it will go down, so it is coming equals to 0.58 kilonewton. now it is coming positive, so our assumption for F6, that was compressive, so we found it to be compressive. Same assumption is okay. Now we will find out the F5, that will be same, but F6 and F5, they are opposite. so if F6 is this, F5 will be opposite, so F5 is minus 0.58 kilonewton, and minus, we are taking it tensile, so it means that will also be compressive, not tensile. so if you want to say here, you have to write, sorry, here I have taken the direction same, but I have written compressive and tensile, this was wrong. Here I have taken this direction compressive, so this was also compressive, we have assumed it compressive, not tensile, so we can say our assumption is wrong because it is coming minus, so that is tensile, opposite to the assumption. Got it? What I have told you, F5 we have taken F6 and F5 same direction, that was compressive both, so it is coming positive, so compressive is okay for F6. For F5 it is coming minus, so minus means it should be opposite to the assumption. So we have assumed compressive, so it will be plus tensile, right? At joint D. Now what is the D joint given? This is the D joint. Here this is the E member ED. Here it is the member B, and here it is the member C. It is having one external force. Here it is applied 2 kilonewton, and we have calculated F4 and we have calculated F5. Now I am taking the directions. Again I am telling you, we have discussed about this. Try to understand. And let's say in this is now my assumption. We have taken F7. Let's say F7 I am taking compressive. Now I am taking this, I'll tell you this again. F4, if you see, the direction of F4 was compressive to this joint. If this is the direction of compressive for D, what will be that? This is compressive, means let's say this was the link member DC. Here for this joint, for C joint, we have found that it is compressive. Now if it is compressive in this way, it will be compressive for this also, na? So that is why we have taken F4 like this, right? Value will be same, but direction will be this. So remember this concept in all the, when you found the force, when you found the stress in a member, just take the direction in this way. Now we can find out, again we have to apply all the x direction 0, summation fx 0. So what are the x direction forces? Only one, F7. So let's say in this side, right side, I have taken positive, so F7 in this side. Then component of this force, this is coming in this way, so its component will be this, so it will be minus F5 cos 60. For this component it will be again in this way, so minus F4 cos 60, no other force in x direction, that is 0. So F7 is equal to, both will go on that side and become positive, so we can say that is F5. We have calculated F5, that is 0.58. So 0.58 into cos 60 plus F4 we have calculated, that is 2.88, 2.88 again cos 60. We know the value of cos 60, 0.5. When we fill, we are getting the value of F7, that is equal to 0.29 for this plus 1.44 for this, and final F7 is coming equals to 1.73 kilonewton, and it is coming positive, so this is compressive. So I think we have calculated all the forces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 forces are there, 7 members are there, and we have calculated all the 7 forces from 1 to 7. So in this way you have to solve the questions.